I'm Oz.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Brandon from Shyner. And if you're not in the now, you're in the nothing.
We are here. No one in the room. You and I. Suddenly today it's all so clear. It's clear when you came in that door. My soul's been waiting for this for all night.
What's going on in the now, friends and family? Sitting here at the Cotillion with Shyner, just trying to catch up to see how the latest gigs have been going for y'all. So I understood you just pretty much just had a set or a show with Jackyl.
Yeah, we did. It was a great set, actually. They came on, and some actually funny things happened when Jackyl came on, but overall we had a great set. We had good treatment the whole time. Just had a great time all together.
It's funny how that works. There's always something good going on with Jackyl, Jesse James there. You know, something surprising or different. It doesn't catch you off guard.
Yeah, and he definitely caught us on a few. He raided our dressing room and found some things from the other guitar player, Reese, who's not here, and he definitely got the better end of the deal.
Awesome.
Got a lot of good jokes out of us.
Awesome. Really nice work, guys. So, besides Jackyl, it sounds like you guys have been still touring the Midwest strong like you've been doing for years. Shyner's not, a stranger to anybody up and down the Midwest. So, what other types of supporting acts have you been doing, or, supporting as, or playing with, or even other bands?
Well, just before Jackyl, we played with Ratt, and we've been playing with, mostly touring on a solo, going through the Midwest as usual, Oklahoma, Missouri, hitting the regular spots, and
we're getting approached now by different record companies, and one of the deals that we're looking at right now is actually doing some tour dates in California. Oh, wow. They've got parts of the tour already booked out, and they were looking for another act, and because they've already been pursuing us, they invited us out. But again, planning stages for 6 months out, and there's a lot of things that have to happen between here and then.
It's like, 6 shows in 8 days, something like that?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it'd be a lot of fun, and it was, throughout mid to northern California, so a good audience, it'd be exciting to go out there and, show them what we can do.
That makes sense, and this is something you all have been definitely looking forward to, because like I said, you're definitely no stranger to the Midwest, so a lot of us know you. The venues are very happy with you all, because you definitely pack in the crowds. If you haven't had a chance to catch Shyner, it's not a disappointment, and that's a known fact. And then you guys are very good at promoting yourselves, and I see that you just released out or put out there Take You as the latest track. It's one of my personal favorites, by the way. I like the intro, a little melodic, and then it's hard-hitting, so it catches people off guard, but if you know Shyner, you know it's going to be hard. So
right on.
No, that's a good deal. So 2014, we're talking going out to California, and then what else towards the middle of that year, latter end of that year?
We got a plan. The plan, we're in the middle of the writing cycle right now. We're trying to write as many great songs as we can, so as the spring hits, we can go out there, see how the people feel about them, and then take the best from that batch, record them, and then, like I said, we'll see what the record companies want to do with it from there.
Yeah, we have several labels chasing after us right now, and they're offering pretty good deals.
It's a unique complaint, or not complaint, but a unique status, right?
Yeah.
Not one to complain about.
Yeah, not one to complain about that at all. The more the better.
I'm glad we didn't just jump on the first one. That way we've got some options too. That's what we're shooting for, is making sure that whatever option we do choose is the best fit for us, and doesn't take us try to take us too fast and lose us in the process, or B, try and take us too slow and totally just dredge us in the mud, because we don't want that either.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It sounds like y'all are more than ready. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Every band does their time, so to speak, and Shyner's definitely one of those bands. And you've been touring nonstop, it seems, And just recently, even on your own Twitter and whatnot, you all have said you're going to take a little downtime to record some new material. So with the new material, what can Shyner fans expect, from this newer stuff? I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it yet. I know.
It's such a mixed bag.
Yeah, has it really?
Yes, because each of us has brought something to the table with some preconceived ideas about how it's going to go, and then we get it, and everybody else puts their hands on it, and you go, "That's totally not what I envisioned," but all right.
Yeah, it works.
So it's hard to describe, because like I said, whatever ideas I have, there's 4 other guys, that go and put their hands on it, and next thing you know, it's all turned around, but it's still badass.
There you go. That's the quote right there.
It's real exciting. It's real exciting in the fact that I think we've taken the next step again with these new songs that we're writing right now.
Okay.
We've actually taken quite a leap forward again.
Wow, that's exciting. This is definitely, I mean, you're hearing it here first, I guess, you know, I mean, lots to come, lots of surprises there. So when you guys are not writing and touring, obviously you said you're going to take some downtime. What is it that, you know, people that don't know you personally, you know, we want to get fans connected with you. What is it that each of you like to do? You know, do you have a hobby, an interest? What do you do in your off time, you know? Other than the music. Yeah, other than the music,
That's
of course.
That's what he does. He lives, breathes, and eats music.
Yeah,
24 hours a day.
Yeah,
The 24/7 hobby.
If I'm not listening to music on my iPod, or I'm sitting down at the piano, and if I'm not doing that, I'm going out to the opera. I mean, I run the whole gamut. I got my degree as a classical musician.
Yeah.
But rock and roll has always had my heart. So, you know, here we are.
Very cool stuff. So, and then if I were to ask you, like, who were your influences, since we're just talking about music from your point of view there, who would you say is your influence?
Oh, my goodness.
Or one of your major influences, I should rephrase that.
For me, the major influence was the heavy metal from the early 80s. You know, the bands that had kick-ass singers, incredible guitar players, powerhouse rhythm sections. You know, not anybody grunting or growling. People that were really out there singing melodies that carried through. You know, I'm thinking bands like Metal Church or Dio. You know, things like that, where it was just all about the stories they were telling and the melodies.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Melodies, harmonies, you know, things like, you know, from Helloween, you know, a lot of these bands.
Yeah, Helloween.
Yeah, once you said that, I
Queensryche, you know, that
initially,
kind of stuff. Yeah,
I knew you were thinking the same thing.
Definitely.
So when you say bands like that, and it's like refreshing, bands like Avenged Sevenfold Today, bring that to us, you know. Yeah. So I know exactly what you speak of. So that's nice to know. That's what your influence is. It makes for interesting music writing right there. Awesome. And then, so if I move on to you other gentlemen.
Right now, one of my major influences is Volbeat. Those guys play everything from one end to the other.
Very much so.
I mean, if there's a song that if that's not the style of music you want to listen to, just click it to the next track, and the next one probably is.
Very well said.
Other than that, I have to go back to Metallica and Slayer. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
And places. That's about where I came from, more the metal side of things. Megadeth's always been a major influence for me, and Anthrax, like you said, the East Coast thrash guys, all those guys were major influences on my playing.
Makes perfect sense. And then, what do you like to do in your spare time, or what's your hobby aside from music? If we were to ask,
actually,
you know?
I do the redneck thing. I hunt and I fish.
Oh, that's all good.
You know,
that's good.
Ted Nugent of the group. That's right.
Yeah, I am the Ted Nugent of the group. Not quite that extreme.
Don't shoot yourself. Don't shoot yourself. I don't know if you saw that episode where he shot himself or cut himself or whatever. Yeah. So, but no, that's good. That's good. Definitely good hobbies, man. Definitely good hobbies. So, and then, last, you know, if we were to ask your influences, who would you say were some of the major ones?
Probably my most major influences are bands like Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots from the 90s. It's because that's where I was, you know, just getting out of high school and just really developing my musical taste, and that's where it came from. And that's what I really cut my teeth on. And as far as hobbies go, I mean, it's real simple with me. Most of my off time is spent with family, and then, you know, occasionally when we're not running 12, 13 weeks in a row like we just did, you know, I'll get out to play paintball every now and then. That's about
very cool.
So,
Paintball. There's a lot of good stuff in the local area for that too. So
definitely.
Excellent stuff, gentlemen. Well, I don't want to tie up too much of your time. Thanks for, you know, sitting with us, getting, you know, caught up with the fans. Obviously, you got lots to come from Shyner in 2014, so not going to be laying low.
We're going to be nationwide next year.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Well, from In the Now, we'll see you. Peace.